Hi, I'm Jeff Jones.
Hi, I'm Mason Jones, and I'm his son.
This is the day before our final day of summer vacation this year. And I thought we would come out here and take a moment to talk about our trip and our adventure
Yeah.
in our summer, right?
Yeah.
So, like all adventures, it began, I guess, with me leaving to come and get you.
Right.
I love driving out there to get you. For me, probably some of the most memorable moments are driving through Wyoming, because you're at such a high elevation, it's cold. Sleeping in the car is a challenge at roadside rest. It's different, but it's about 24 hours of driving for me, because I'm stopping so much. I guess it's 1,700 miles, but I love the trip.
Right.
And besides that, it's exciting to come and see you, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, after all the driving, I finally arrive in Utah. Anyway, I picked Mason up in the morning, right?
Right.
I think around 10 a.m. And that day you had a baseball game, right?
Right.
So, what did we do while we were waiting for the baseball game?
When we were waiting for the baseball game,
Yeah.
we went for lunch. We went to Craft Burger, which is a really tasty place in Ogden, Utah. And then in our hotel, we had a hacky sack fight and ball fight. So we would throw all these balls that
I forgot all about that. I forgot all about the hacky sack fights.
And we did pool.
Yeah, but you had a baseball game, so we had to leave for a little while, right?
Right.
Okay, so baseball game, how'd you guys do?
We won, and we were undefeated then. And I was playing shortstop, and I got one person out because I got the grounder, and then I threw it to first base. Then one was because I caught the ball when it was a pop fly.
Nice. So baseball game was over. What was the name of your baseball team this year?
The Los Angeles Angels. And my mom told me that our whole team, we went undefeated the whole season, since I didn't get to play the whole season. So at my mom's house, I have a medal.
Was that a problem, not getting to play the whole season?
No, not with me.
No, cool.
I mean, I get to see you, so that's
right.
better than baseball.
I'm going to go with the better than baseball, even though baseball is cool.
Right.
So we left Ogden. We stayed there that night in the hotel.
It was a nice hotel.
It was a cool hotel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we got the girl to let us in to go swimming, remember?
Yeah, even though it was already past the time where they let the people swim.
Yes, that was kind of cool. So we got up in the morning from the hotel, and we took off, and we were headed to where?
We were heading to California. I'm just trying to give you a hard time.
Oh man, I'm going to have so much stuff to edit here.
Exactly.
Okay, so where were we headed to? We were headed to Moab.
I wanted to say that.
Well, then why didn't you say it? You've been goofing with this for 10 minutes.
I was just about
I bet
to.
we're probably about out of SD card over here.
Okay.
Okay, so here, in the morning, when we got up in Ogden, Utah, the next morning, where were we headed to? What was our plans?
We were heading to Moab, Utah.
And we drove there, right?
Right. It was like a 5-hour drive.
Took about 5 hours, didn't it?
Yeah.
And when we got there, where did we go to? Oh, wait a minute. What was it like driving to Moab? It was pretty cool down there.
Right.
We saw, remember all that stuff we saw, the landscape, how it changed? It turned to almost like desert.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, and there's it's like when one of the clouds were like covering part of the sun, it was like shady in one part.
Yeah.
And then after that part, it was just sunny.
Yeah. I didn't get any pictures of that sun doing that on the ground.
Yeah.
But we did stop, and you shot your slingshot.
Yeah,
out in the
because
desert
we got a
bit.
slingshot from a Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, not a Walmart, Movie Magic. I got my slingshot from a gas station.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Anyway, so we went to where? Where did we stay at the first night in Moab?
The Red Cliffs Lodge.
And what was your experience of the Red Cliffs Lodge?
It was very out westerny,
Yeah,
a
way
lot. But
it was a ranch.
it was like a ranch. There's horses, and the Colorado River was like right behind us, but it had 2 queen beds, and it was like big, but it had like you would walk down like 3 steps of stairs, then there'd be like a couch right here, then like all your cooking and dishwasher and that stuff, and then there was like a patio, except there wasn't 2 stories, so it was just like on the ground, and it was really cool. And since it's so dark out there and it's like at night, you can't see anything. Since there's no lights on, you can just see the stars, and it's really pretty.
There were a lot of bats.
There are a lot of bats.
Remember
could
the
hear.
bats? That was a little crazy.
Oh
I was-
yeah, and remember when we were walking around, we saw the toad near one of the,
The cars,
Yeah.
golf carts.
well, they weren't golf carts, they were razors.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. So
And wasn't it next to like the razor named Betty? Wasn't it named Betty?
I can't remember. That evening we had bigger plans. What did we go do?
We were going to go do Hummer tours up in the like rocky parts.
Yes. What was that like?
It was super fun, but you didn't like it that much. You thought it was scary.
Yeah, I was a little scared because it looked like you were going to fall on half the time.
Right, but you had seat belts.
Yeah. Well, okay.
And it was one of those big Hummers that they use in the Army. It's
Yeah.
not like one of the fake ones.
Yeah. And they gave us some water bottles too. Remember
Yeah.
that?
And it says Moab, Utah.
The guy that drove for us, he was kind of cool, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
They talked to us. We rode with some cool people and stuff, right?
Mhm.
They took us out into there, and we got to go up on some of those hills. I can't believe how straight up and down some of those hills were. Remember? And we got to walk around.
And sometimes you would go fast on like the steep ones. You'd go,
Oh yeah.
and then it would be like.
But what your favorite part was what?
I liked when it was drifting in the sand.
Yeah, that was your favorite part
He's
because
like,
you had your GoPro and you took about 10 to 15 videos of just that part. That was your favorite part, you know?
Yeah, but I did like going steep, like fast down the steep hills.
Yes, I remember that pretty well. So, okay, so we stayed one extra night in Moab, right? We got a hotel, we stuck around. What did we get to do late at night on July 4th in Moab that we didn't expect?
So we were walking around about in the hotel, and we saw some cockroaches out on the streets, and we called them hood cockroaches.
Yeah, they were living in the hood because they were on the street, right?
Yeah, they were like, there's a lot of them.
Yes, there were. All right, so we're going to pause for a second. Hang on.
Live on K12 News.
Right. Actual footage of Crampacorn.
Grandpa Corn, oh no, he's chasing me. Oh no.
Okay. In the morning, we stayed one extra night in Moab.
Yes.
What did we do the night in Moab that we saw the cockroaches running around? What did we get to do that was kind of strange? We sat on a baseball field, and what did we watch?
We watched fireworks.
That was kind of cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Being in Moab, I mean out in the middle of no man's land
Yeah.
and watching the fireworks, right?
Right.
That was,
And we also ate at Zach's Pizza Place.
which was,
It was,
Zach's is really cool inside, but the pizza that we had really wasn't that good, was
I
it?
mean, it was tasty.
It was tasty, but it was too crunchy hard, wasn't it?
No. Mine was soft.
I thought it was crunchy hard. So we spent the night there in the hotel, right?
We changed hotels though.
Yes, we
because
did.
the other one was closer.
And what was the real reason?
We were so far away from like everything
Yeah.
because we're like, if we didn't have our headlights on while we were driving, you could literally see like nothing, like not even 2 feet in front of you.
No, it was pitch black.
It was like pitch black.
Yeah, but the biggest reason was what? What did they have there? What was the worst thing they had?
They had,
No Wi-Fi.
oh yeah, they had no Wi-Fi.
And we had no Verizon signal. So we're out in the middle of nowhere. So it was like 25 minutes out to this place.
Yeah, it's like just a single road.
And it's a beautiful place.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it's a great place.
Yeah.
But we wanted to be a little closer to town. So yeah, we did end up changing hotels. We got a nice hotel downtown.
Yeah.
And we went to the Rock Museum. Remember? Remember the Rock Museum with the petrified wood?
That's not a museum.
It was a souvenir shop.
I remember. It's just that it kind of caught me off guard when it was a museum of movie magic.
So the day we stayed, the extra day, we stayed so we could go to Arches National Park.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
What'd you think of that place?
It was really hot and really pretty.
It's pretty amazing, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Those rocks sit on top of other rocks, don't they?
Right.
And we saw a few arches, right?
Yeah.
We didn't go up to the biggest arch.
No, but we had a picture with it in the background.
Yes, we did. And how far away were we?
Oh, pretty far away.
Yeah, like about 10 miles up on top of a mountain, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How long did they tell us it would take to get up there?
To get up there, it'd take an hour, and to get back down, it would take an hour.
Yeah.
And we were just
How much water did they say to take?
like 10 bottles or something.
Yeah. 3 gallons. 1.5 for each of us. We just had some bottles of Dasani.
Sonny, yeah.
And truthfully, I didn't think I could make it up there. I mean, it really is a serious hike. So if you're going out to Arches, good luck.
And you're afraid of heights. And it's pretty
yes,
high.
and it was pretty high up there, so I couldn't do that. So, okay, so from there, we ended up at the Colorado River.
Right.
And you got to play around in the Colorado River. You remember
Right.
doing that?
Yeah, I got to skip rocks.
But what was the coolest thing you found there? What was the weirdest thing about being where we were at in the Colorado River?
It was like this door in like, so there's a Colorado River part where you can park. Then there's like there's like a rock wall. You don't climb it, but it's just rocks. But there's a door. There's like 3 doors, like one right here, one over there, and one over there. And it was just really weird. I looked inside and there's a lawn chair in there. And it might have been like a mining thing and just the back was like sealed off. But I don't know. I didn't go in, but I had like a little flashlight I could look in there through like this little hole through the door. And it was really weird.
And we asked somebody local what it was,
Right.
and they said it was a mystery. Nobody knew what
But
it was.
she knew there's a lawn chair. in
Yeah,
there.
everybody seems to know that there's a lawn chair inside of there, and it's just sitting inside in the dark, and there's some wood piled up. So we think it's a mine that runs deep inside there, but we weren't able to find out. So,
Right.
So the next day, that day we left, we're heading over to Colorado, right?
Right.
What did we run into when we got to Colorado that was so bizarre to you?
Token tippies.
What is Token Tippies?
Well, it's
What do they do at Token Tippies?
well, it was in Colorado, so they buy weed from there. But it's funny because it's spelled token. It's spelled like Token Tippies, even though it's supposed to be Token TPs because there's a TP on top of it.
Yeah, there is.
But we like to call it Token Tippies because that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
So
But anyway, when we got there, there were some hippies in the parking lot, right?
yeah,
Over in the park, remember where the
Yeah.
restroom was?
Yeah.
What did you say?
they're doing Token Tippies.
Let's get out of here, right?
Yeah.
You made us leave, and we did. But it was so weird how many places were out in Colorado that that do that. So, and we stopped along the way, and we found a random spot where we had been at before, right?
Right.
And we took a picture there of you standing in the water in the same exact place. Wasn't it weird on our way home how many places we stopped at that were the exact same places we stopped at last year?
Yeah. It was weird.
How does that happen like that? Remember we remembered the roadside rest? We
Right.
stayed in the same hotels on the way back. How many hotels did we stay in on the way back? 2 or 3?
Right.
Right? 2 or 3? Which
Yeah.
was it? Do you remember?
We stayed at the Comfort Suites.
Oh, you remember the names of them. Oh, I don't remember the names.
Then we stayed at a Holiday Inn for our last one.
Oh, wait. That is in Indiana
Yeah.
or Illinois?
Yeah.
Which is that in?
Indiana.
Okay. That is the worst part of the whole trip, isn't it?
No.
That place driving through there at night is scary, weird.
Oh yeah, we couldn't find anything.
We couldn't find any hotels that
Like,
were
we
like, we
could-
found hotels, but it was...
But they're like creepy, weird.
Yeah.
There's like 3 people there, and it just
Yeah, wasn't fun at all, was
No.
it? Huh?
no.
So we found in Terre Haute, Indiana,
right.
right? We
Terre
found a pretty good sized Holiday Inn, right?
Yeah, and it was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was real nice. The trip back is pretty long, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was pretty long.
But it's a good time.
Right.
Did we have car pizza?
Yeah, we had car pizza, except it wasn't the best.
No, but it's still Domino's.
Right. Our best pizza that we had was in the Red Cliffs Lodge. We got Domino's that took us forever to find, but we got Domino's and it was just perfect because we were sleepy, we were having pizza, and I had a Coke. Like they all go together.
Yeah, it was.
It
nice.
was like
Even though we had a dining table in the Red Cliffs Lodge, where
We
did we
ate
eat the
on our
pizza?
beds.
We ate on the beds. We put it bedspread out and we sat on the bed and ate it. That was, I liked that. That was the best Domino's pizza trip.
yeah, right.
But that's one stretch through Indiana and Illinois at night is horrible, and I can't believe we had to do it again in the dark.
Yeah, especially in the dark.
Yeah, it's just that is just the freak zone to me, you know.
Yeah, it
Too
is.
weird for me to. I don't want to. We're gonna find another way to go back one of these days. If we're gonna fly next time, right?
Right.
So anyway.
So we'll probably get more time, and it'll be easier. And we don't have to
I don't
spend.
know. I like the drive with you.
Me too.
We have a blast.
Right.
I
I
mean,
love the drive.
The drive is like so cool. And what did you get to ride in this year?
A Hummer.
No, the Flex.
Oh yeah, the Flex.
And what do you think of the Flex?
I like the Flex. I would ride in the 3rd row.
Yeah, all the way back, right?
Yeah, and you got me a butt cushion.
Yeah, you had a butt cushion. No doubt about that. That was fun. All right, so we make it to Ohio in time for
Fireworks.
woohoo! So we got to do some family time with who'd we go with?
Corey, Carly, and Kristen.
Yep, we met and we went to the fireworks, right?
Right.
It was a blast.
Right.
Oh, what's one of the first things you get when you get back to Ohio?
What-
We went to Corey's
golden-
house first,
right.
and then we went to.
Golden Bear milkshakes.
Oh yeah, and did they put a smiley face on it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like last
Because
year.
last year they put a
You
smiley
got a
face on
face
it.
on there, didn't you?
Yeah.
But this year, what was our main theme?
Making memories
Right. So we spent our money on making memories,
and not instead of making and buying things.
buying things, right?
Right.
And that worked out pretty well. Oh, remember going to Dave and Buster's?
Yeah.
Who'd you go to Dave and Buster's with?
Hayden.
Hayden. Hayden was born just about the same time Mason was. Hayden's dad and I worked together. So we went to Dave and Buster's. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
They
fun.
have amazing food there.
Yeah.
Mason seems to like Domino's pizza. And where we're sitting at right now, there's tables here and stuff, right?
And we sat at the table that you guys are, well, you're near. Wait.
Movie magic.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Movie magic. Anyway, we bring pizzas out here at the OARDC, and we have a picnic. And what do we go do from there?
Tennis.
Yes. How many times have we done this tennis thing?
5, 6 times.
Yeah. And who wins at tennis?
Me. You won you've technically won 2 games, but you haven't won the whole
The
thing.
series.
Yeah.
Because we do 3 games.
Right.
Best
well,
of 3.
Yeah, but if someone wins both 2 games, that means they just automatically win the game. So
I could win if I was faster.
yeah.
I'm just not fast enough.
Right.
Right. Sky Zone. How many times do we go to Sky Zone?
6, at least.
Sky Zone's cool. Got to
Yeah.
go to Glow Zone once, right?
Yeah, and I learned some new tricks while I was there. I learned a trick where I go on my belly, and then I flip back onto my back, and then from there, I do a kaboom, which is where, this isn't the kaboom, but the full trick that I did was belly, back, then flip from my back. And a back flip from your back is called a kaboom, and that's what I do. And then I also learned how to jump and then do front flip, land on my back, and then from my back do a front flip. And I don't know what that's called, but it's pretty cool.
Mohican Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
We did a lot of that, didn't we?
Yeah. And
We even had a final tournament there.
right.
That was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
That was the time we had all the cameras in the car
Yeah.
when we went down there and did that, right?
Mhm.
Cool. All right. So, what is the biggest thing you found about this year over any other year? What was your main thing that happened this year?
Racing cars.
Oh
well,
my
just cars.
gosh. What about Dragway 42?
That was fun.
That was probably one of the best nights.
Right. It was really loud, but I got earbuds, so it's not as loud.
But we stayed there for so long, right? I mean, they race all night long, don't they?
Yeah, but we were staying there. We were staying there long, especially because they were having little kid dragsters. So Top Fuel dragsters are for like kids, but they had so many of just the regular dragster cars that they couldn't host that because they just had so many of the other kind, and they just had to do that.
But you loved it.
Yeah.
Did you drive the Flex this year?
Yeah, I drove the Flex in the parking lot at the school near our
What was your maximum speed you were allowed to use?
5 miles per hour, but my top speed that I did was 9
Ooh.
miles per hour.
Yeah, he was fast, man. So, Putt and Stuff. What did you discover at Putt and Stuff?
I like to do go-karting.
That's right. And what happens at Putt and Stuff? You're just tall enough?
Yeah, I'm like, just
In
this.
fact, we're going to Putt and Stuff here in a little bit to ride karts. but
Right.
You're about this tall.
Like from riding the NASCARs, but
Yeah.
you need to be 18 or 16 years
You're
older,
just to be that
up.
tall.
right, to get on like the fast ones.
The bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. We did all that.
Yeah, and sometimes I feel like I might not, like the people who work there might not say I can do the faster ones. So I kind of go on my tippy toes like a little bit, and this time I'm probably gonna go home and get my hat so they'll probably say take your
Because
hat
he's
off.
just about this much too short of getting to ride the faster
Right.
karts. But he hasn't had to ride the slower ones yet. So
No.
Cedar Point, big day, right?
Right.
What was cool about Cedar Point?
I rode the Gemini.
Do you want me to tell the story about the Gemini, or do you want to tell the story about
We
the
can
Gemini?
both tell the story about the
Okay,
Gemini.
so I told you the Gemini wasn't going to be so bad.
Yeah, you said it was gonna be as scary as the Blue Streak, which I've rode before, and it was definitely not as scary as. I mean, it was definitely definitely. It was definitely not as scary as the Gemini. The Gemini was so much scarier.
Would you say you screamed like a little girl?
Yeah.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, I screamed the whole way, and I asked for somebody to help me.
People were laughing. I couldn't stop laughing, which maybe that was bad on my part because I think you were truly scared.
Yeah.
I think you were truly petrified of the whole ride, weren't you?
I mean, I might do it again.
Oh, you will too. Come on. You know you will. Don't.
Yeah, and you know what was funny?
What?
The ski lift thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to ride the
You
ski
hated
lift
that.
thing. I have to ride the thing that goes over the park, and I hate
The whole
heights.
time you're just like,
Yeah, and you're not allowed to move.
yeah, if I move, he's like, Mason, stop it.
So we stayed till late at night. It was
Right.
beautiful. The lights were out. We had a perfect day, right?
Yeah, but then the ride back home was kind of boring because,
Oh my God.
well, especially because I didn't have any data, so I couldn't watch YouTube, and I was really sleepy and tired, so I was just like,
Oh, I know a day that was fun.
what?
Remember when we went with Corey to Peninsula?
Oh yeah, that was really fun.
We got
And then
to-
we got to swim in the creek.
Yes, that was fun. We ate at the Winking Lizard.
Right,
We walked around up there. We went to the Brandywine Falls,
right.
right? And we did that, and the creek. But while you were here on Tuesdays, where did Corey take you guys?
To the creek in Worcester.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun.
Hi, baby girl.
Fun because like me and Corey, we jump off of stuff. Carly says sometimes when like Corey would catch her. But one time, on our last time going there, we found, like, there's a deep spot, and then there's, like, a big thing you could jump off of into the water. Then we jumped off of that.
Baylor Beach.
That's fun.
We
But
really have had a good summer.
I did a new thing because before I used to be scared of the big slide, but now I love it.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
Yeah, the water slide. You've decided that's your new thing, right?
Right.
Baylor Beach is really a lot of fun for us, hasn't it? We even went yesterday when it was getting ready to storm.
Right.
Just so you could go down like maybe 2 times, right?
Oh, I actually got to go down more and swim a
Oh,
little
and you
bit.
got rocks too. Remember the rocks?
Oh,
You
yeah.
finally did that. I broke down letting by the bag of rocks, so
Yeah.
that was kind of cool.
Really cool.
All right, pause time. We're about there, kiddo.
Hello, my name is Joe.
What's that?
Nothing.
What do we do after tennis?
After tennis, we do car waving.
And what is car waving? Tell
So
people, tell
there's-
yourself, so
there's
you remember.
There's a bridge, and then we stand right here with 2 roads that are right here, and we stand right here.
It's an overpass.
And then cars will come, and then we wave at them, and then sometimes they'll honk at us, and sometimes they'll wave, and sometimes they swerve because they're like, ah. And sometimes
I
they
think they're
think that
worried.
we're gonna throw rocks at them, which we wouldn't do that. But sometimes they think that. And also, if like big semi trucks come, I go like this, so they make their big horn, and sometimes they go like bam bam. Well, 2 times they did it, and
You like to get the waves and the waves from the people and the beeps, right?
yeah,
That's your job, man.
Yeah.
So that gets high fives whenever you get them, right?
mhm,
One day we drove down to the old train
mhm,
in Mount Vernon
right,
at the college, right? So
Right.
we could get our picture because we have an annual picture on the front of the train, right?
and guess what? Well, they're having a bike thing, like a bike race there, but they're having
Yes.
that yet the day after that.
Yeah.
But guess what? The library, they messed up the library that we always go to.
We go to the Kenyon bookstore.
Right.
And it used to be the coolest place, right?
Right, but now they
It's
Like-
modern.
yeah.
They ruined it.
Like
for
before,
us.
there's like random stuff. There's like toys in this section, and it was really fun. But now they just made it like there's books here, and then you can buy some belts and a hat for Kenyans.
So the trip to Mount Vernon's not such a big deal for us, but getting the picture's a big deal. You'll get to see those because here they are. And this is Mason from the time he was, I don't know, about this tall, right? On the front of the train, and
Yeah.
taking the progression each year afterwards. We'll see if you keep coming back and if we get you there when you're 20 years old. Maybe someday you'll have a kid and we'll get a picture of him on there.
Yeah, and
Or
then
her.
I can do that.
Yeah, you'll know to do this someday with your kids too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we did that. We've had a good time with Corey and them, right?
Yeah, really good time.
Corey's had to work most of the time, but you get to hang out with Kristen and Maddox during the day, and
And
Carly.
Carly.
Hi, Carly.
Hi.
She,
I like teasing her.
yeah, you do too, man.
I like
You
tease. She has these LOL dolls, and I like to tease her. Say, "This one, I'm gonna keep this one."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "No, Mason!" And then she'll say, "You're making me sad."
Yeah, yep, she gets upset. So anyway. All right.
Oh, and if I tease her and say she farted, she gets so mad.
Yes.
I was like, "Carly, do I smell a fart?" She'll be like, "No, no, I didn't fart."
But you had a good time there, right?
Yeah, really
It
good
was
time.
fun.
Right.
We got to camp out a few nights, right? That's fun.
Yeah.
You've had your Hot Wheel craze for this summer,
Right.
even though you weren't allowed to get that many Hot Wheels. Oh, you lost a tooth.
Oh yeah, I lost this tooth right here.
Yep. Tooth Fairy still comes to house. It's amazing, right?
Right.
$5 and a note. Last time you got 15. I don't get
Right.
it, man. She must be on a tight budget.
Or maybe it's just that I asked for a Hot Wheels car.
Yeah. No, I don't think she was upset about anything. if
She
you wanna know
said
the truth.
she said she was out of Hot Wheels,
Right.
so she must have Hot Wheels. Well, she or he.
Right. So, we're at the end. I had a great time.
Me too.
Did you have a great time?
Yeah. I had a really good time.
I had a great time. What do you think?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I love you so much.
Love you too.
And until next time, right?
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, we'll see you later. I'll see you later too, okay?
I'll see you later too.
All right, man.
See you soon.
See you soon too. Did we get it?
I remember to this day the bright red Georgia clay and how it stuck to the tire after the summer rain. Willpower made that old car go. A woman's mind told me that's so. Oh, how I wish we were back on the road again.
My summer with my dad has been amazing. It's sad that I have to leave, but gonna see him soon. Instead of saying goodbye, we're saying see you soon. And I just really am having such a great time here. Just getting to see all my family, especially getting to hang out with my dad, doing all these cool things. And Dad, if you're watching, I just want to say I love you and thank you so much for letting me have one of the best summers ever.
And he's a great kid, and I love him so much, and I'm looking forward to Christmas, getting to see him again. And I'll see you soon, Mason Jones.
See ya.
Guessing back on